Woo! We're heading into 2024. I don't know about you, but 2023 was quite a year for me. Lots of ups and downs. And yeah, in a way, I'm kind of glad to say goodbye. Looking forward to 2024. And a topic I wanted to bring into the new year is the difference between caring and taking care of our children or anyone. Now, I remember many, many years ago, my brother and I were talking about this, and he was telling me, he was saying, right, like, Leslie, caring is caring about what happens to someone, caring about their well-being, but taking care crosses the line. It means that you take responsibility for their well-being. You overgive, you overtake care of, you overprotect. Now, I know it's probably not you, right? But it was definitely me. Because the reason I did this was because I felt that I wasn't taken care of as a child. And I hadn't equilibrated my childhood yet and recognized the benefits for me of not being taken care of, and that I got to care for myself and learn self-love, which is what all my work is about. And so I was projecting onto my daughter that I needed to take care of her. Now, I've talked about this a lot of times in my podcast, that what that looked like was me engulfing her and taking care of things before she even knew they needed taken care of. And then, of course, it looked like she was entitled and she wasn't grateful because I was always taking care of these things, and she didn't know that she was even responsible for them. When I look back now, I'm like, oh my God, I was really doing that. And I still can to this day at times, because it's really, really uncomfortable to be in that seat of watching someone find themselves and grow and struggle a bit, be challenged. And I think, if anything, that was the thing that I didn't do very well. I mean, of course, there's benefits and drawbacks to everything that we do, but I wasn't capable of sitting in my discomfort until I created the safe seat. So therefore, I was spending most of my time trying to manipulate and take care of my daughter's world, of her environment, so she didn't feel discomfort, because it was so uncomfortable for me to witness her discomfort. Now, if this is you, take heart. Take a moment, and in this new year, you can put your hand on your heart and say, well, of course, I don't want my children to struggle. Of course, if I have the capacity to take care of something, I would want them to not have to feel that challenge. And yet, let's talk about what that challenge does. Because, again, as I say, I was highly challenged as a child, and what that developed in me was a capacity to grow, a capacity to take care of myself, a capacity to believe in my being. So in learning my self-reliance and independence, even though it kind of went to the extreme side, I built a confidence in myself that I could take care of myself all the time. Now, when we do it the other way, we kind of give this message that they are dependent on us. And no matter what, they're going to have to come back on us. They're not able. So it creates kind of a dependency where they lose their capacity to say, hey, I can do this myself. It's hard, it's challenging, but with support, I can do this. So think about this week. If that's something that you overly support, you overly take care of, see what it's like to know that you can still care for the other. You can still care for your child, care for their well-being, come alongside them and support them in moving through the challenge, instead of trying to create an environment where they are never challenged, because they will become very, very young and dependent, and they'll lose their capacity to believe in themselves, that they can work through difficult things, difficult challenges. One of the best things that ever happened was my daughter moving to Tokyo, because, boy, she went there and had to realize her capacities to read the language, to get around, to live on her own, own. And it's just been amazing to witness her capacities and to honor those and say, wow, you were amazing. Where if I took over, if she was here, I would have taken over, tried to find her a place, help her too much. I couldn't because she was in Japan. And with that happening, she grew into her fullness and knowing herself is that she's capable of doing anything that she wants. All right, lovies, I hope you step into the new year with the freshness. And it's so funny. It's just like a thing, right? Somebody just decides it's the new year. But hey, it's a mindset. So step in, put your hand on your heart, love yourself, and remember pure joy.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Pure Joy message out. Come on over to the Pure Joy Parenting Practice Facebook page or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the Safe Seat course on the Pure Joy website. And while there, check out the offerings page